Hola chicos, what's up guys? Welcome to the Queen of the South after show here. We're talking about episode 11, La Noche Oscura del Alma, so stick around.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
What's up, guys? You are listening to the beautiful, beautiful Mi Sonora band. I don't know if it's Sonora the band or Sonora the album. I'm being a really bad Latina right now, not knowing the exact. It was like on a mix that a friend made for me, so that's, you know, and it's always playing at family parties. Anyways,
okay.
Besides the point, what's up, guys? If you didn't watch the little preview before where I told you where you are at, you are watching the Queen of the South after show. Today we're talking about season 2, episode 11. We're almost done. La Noche Oscura del Alma, and it really was a dark night, guys. We had a lot going on, and you guys can jump into the conversation right now. Jump on the live chat. It's right there on YouTube if you're watching us on YouTube right now. If you're listening to us on podcast, you can go ahead and tweet at us all individually. You can find me, Leslie Ambriz, on Instagram and Twitter at In Less Than No Time, and find my beautiful 2 co-hosts.
Hey guys, what's up? My name is Candice Cruz, and you can find me on all my social media at Candice R. Cruz.
Candice R. Cruz.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody. My name is Ashley Allan, and you can find me on all social media at Ashley Reed Allen.
How are we at 11?
It's been a while, guys.
It's been 11 weeks, guys, and you're not tired of us yet.
I know.
I love it.
The comments are still
Like,
nice.
It's amazing. You guys are always like there, and I love it.
Fully engaged.
It's so much fun.
Yeah, dedication.
It makes the show that much more fun. Like, I get so excited for Thursday nights because I get to watch the show and get to talk to you guys. It's fun.
Exactly. And then, like, the live chat, you guys always have the most insightful comments and things that we might have missed. You guys jump in and tell us. It's
Twitter's
amazing.
been killing it. Some of the memes we were looking at while we were watching the show, I was rolling.
If I could simultaneously take notes and live tweet at the same time, I definitely would, because it's hilarious up in there. And I know the writers see it and they laugh about that stuff all the time. We do have some people in the chat. DJ Moss saying,
yo, can't see you.
Michael Archie.
Oh no.
Oh no, they can't see us.
You can't see us. Can you see
You
us
will.
now?
You will soon. You will soon. Anyways, if not, you can hear us, which is still great because our voices are amazing, right? So we have today. Obviously, we're talking about La Noche Oscura del Alma. We start off the episode with Teresa, little Teresa,
Baby Teresa.
running down the streets of Culiacan in her little beautiful communion dress. Ooh, I was not expecting it to take such a turn that it did. I know it's later on in the episode, but I feel like she's kind of our main character, not only of the show, but especially of today's episode. How did your perspectives change of Teresa, or how did it confirm maybe the perspective you already had of her character, seeing that flashback and seeing what happened to her parents?
I think for me, it wasn't necessarily changing. I think it was more confirming that she had a rough childhood, and we kind of knew that from what she was doing with turning money before she ended up getting involved with Guido, and you know the way things turned, and it as well as, I mean, she's very intuitive and has great instincts, so I figured there was something that caused that where she was growing up, but like it was just, I hate that anyone would ever have to live through that, to see that at such a young age or at any age in general. So it was just kind of, I think you felt for her more.
I think for me, it kind of humanized her a little bit, because you're so used to seeing her be the boss, making all these decisions. And of course, in a business like this, your emotions can't be involved. So seeing her go through that as a little child and holding a gun and hiding behind a dumpster, it's like, okay, you know, like I said, it humanized her. It made you feel and understand where she came from and who she is now.
Yeah. I think any kid that goes through something traumatic, whether it be that or something, you know, completely different, you grow up very quickly.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you realize how to protect yourself. And I know we'll talk about this a little bit later, but I really did enjoy her relationship with Tony. and how it connected, because they had very different yet very similar experiences. And I think it was her taking on the maternal instinct and just kind of being like, you know what, I didn't have anyone protecting me after all of this happened, so I'm going to do what I know you need to have, like, in your life. So
I kind of too, I sense it as her regret of like, oh, I believe that was her father that she saw
at the end.
Yeah, she saw getting shot, where it's like, if in my mind, she was thinking, if I would have known how to use a gun, I could have saved my dad.
Probably. Yeah.
So it was
And
just
that's
that
never,
impact.
like, actually true, but that idea you carry with for the rest of your life, I'm sure.
Yeah, because, I mean, we saw her mom protects her. Literally just turns around and stands in front of her and takes the shot.
Yeah.
And then, so she's definitely gone through a lot, and it did explain a lot of who she is and why she's so strong, for sure. I agree with that. We have some, you guys, the people in the live chat want to jump to
Brittany.
James real quick. What's up, Brittany and Nicole?
Nicole, I'm right with you.
Yeah, Nicole, for you guys that can't see, Nicole is saying, I think it's finally time for me to leave Team James. I've been putting it off for a while now, and I'm sad. And then we have Michael Archie saying, James is weak AF.
I'm playing my little bitty violin right now. Guys, because I really didn't want to leave, but it's not happening no more.
No.
He's done.
James is he's a snitch.
But I have a question, though, because I didn't really know how to read it. When he meets with Camila in jail, do you think he was actually really trying to protect her, Teresa, or is he just saving his own ass?
Oh, he's saving his own ass for sure. I think we,
because I feel like he was really trying to kind of like brush it under the rug. No, we'll deal with Teresa later. We'll deal with Teresa later.
See, I think he tries to do that, and because there is, obviously, you don't just get rid of feelings for someone in the matter of 24 hours.
Yeah.
Like, it takes a while. So I think it's still there, and that might be like driving him a little bit, but the main thing that is pushing him to get where he needs to go, him individually, is his selfish ambition.
Yeah.
And I think if it comes between choosing, am I going to work my way up higher in the cartel, or am I going to protect Teresa, he's going to choose the other one.
I agree. I think it was, like you said, him trying to cover his own butt, and then him calling himself handling the situation, and it didn't go right, like it never does for him.
Yeah.
And now he has no choice. If he actually wants to, be in charge at some point, he's going to have to turn on Teresa, which we see is going to happen.
Live or die, though, too, at the same time. Because, I mean, Camila threatened him, saying, you tried to protect her once and defied me. Don't do it a second time.
And I feel like at that point, if he really was loyal to Teresa, he could have said, fine then, like, I'm going to choose Teresa and I'm going to stick with her. And they could have created like a super cool power team with James and Pote and Teresa all together. But because, to me, he doesn't see the power and the potential that Teresa has. He doesn't see it. He's so stuck in his, he's like that one person that's stuck in their old-fashioned ways, and they can't see, they're not open to new ideas at all, and that's which is not somewhere that I thought James's character would be. So it's weird to see him backtrack, but that's going to be the one thing that holds him back.
Well, that's because he feels entitled to the position, and it's not for him. Men. I think we say that
to everything.
We say that every episode.
We don't mean it, men. We don't mean to bash you,
We're
but
only talking about James.
Just James. Do you guys think there's any chance he'll leave Camila's side? To be honest,
No.
I don't think he would live to see the day that he could pass Camila.
Right.
To be honest, I feel like his ambition, I agree with you on the ambition, but if he ever tried to leave her, he's not going to any other cartel. He's dead in the water. If he leaves her, he's done. So I don't think that it's gonna. No, because he doesn't have the fight that Teresa does.
Yeah.
Yes, he knows how to survive to an extent, but he's not as witty and strategic as she is.
Well, because she had to survive her entire life, whereas this is a career that he kind of fell into. I don't know. We've never got a flashback for
served
James's
military.
character. Yeah, we got implications of that, but
I mean, I think he served overseas though, and so if he served overseas, he either had to get, correct me if I'm wrong, he has to get discharged for some reason, one reason or another, or he served his term. But most of the time, people re-enlist. So we don't know anything further than why he's out. We don't even know why he's out.
I would like to see a little flashback of that, or have him tell the story to somebody.
Yeah.
Which maybe we'll see.
Because how do you take that big of a turn from serving in the U.S. military to being like, I'm going to do the cartel now?
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
What?
more money, but
Maybe.
That leads
hopefully.
me. It probably wasn't an honorable discharge or anything like that. He
No.
probably got kicked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was his only choice.
Because it was this season that they, yes, it was. There's so
Yeah,
many
when they
episodes
were
I'm starting to,
at-
like, lose track.
It was the episode with the
When they blew
the,
up
the
the-
militia, the like patriotic militia guys. were-
Yeah, the Texas border.
Yeah, the,
It was within the first 4 or 5 episodes, I believe. But yeah, that was the only
it
time
was
that
when
we've
we
ever
were
made
all
mention.
still Team James.
Yes.
So
Yes.
a long time ago. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Marvin Richardson says James is second in command. Why give it up to work for a newbie? In his eyes.
I see that.
I feel
I
like-
get it. But still, come on.
At this point, if the newbie is a lot stronger than you, a lot wittier than you, a lot more strategic than you,
The smart thing is to work side by side.
Exactly. Work side by side. Don't create a new enemy.
Yeah.
Train yourself, and then later, if you
you
want to
go.
turn on
Right.
the newbie, you turn on the newbie. But give yourself time. You know.
Yeah.
Don't make that enemy real quick. James switched up is one of the comments
Yeah, I
on
did.
there. He really did,
James.
man. I was expecting more from him, but it's cool to
He
see.
seems very spineless. Like,
Yeah.
before, I never thought I'd say that about them. I always thought that he was just always on Teresa's side and fighting for her. Now I just see he's like a spineless little boy that, like, really wants to, like, get approval from mom and, like, the leader and be like, look at what I did.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. He's a kid
Definitely.
that will if you do something bad, you sneak out or something. He's a sibling that will turn you in.
And be the one, I didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah,
I promise
look
I didn't
at
do
what I
anything
did.
wrong.
I
Look at
was
what
at home all day.
Smack
Yep.
James.
Damn.
I did
no.
school references last week. Now I'm doing kid references. Guys, I don't know what's going
It's
on.
okay. I usually give cartoon references.
There you go.
So it balances out. But I mean, yeah, I'm kind of torn just because I see why they're creating such weak male characters, because it is a show all about female empowerment. But at the same time, I feel like there needs to be a balance. you know?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because you don't want all of the men to be weak, and that's why the women are winning.
Yeah.
I was
You
about
know?
to say the same thing. Just because we need to be empowered does not mean that we need to have weak men around us. If
Exactly.
anything, we're more empowered because we're surrounding ourselves by powerful, intelligent, strong men and doing the same and reflecting exactly what they like. We can do exactly what they can do. So why can't we meet an equal level and then surpass versus them being brought down in order for us to go up? But at the same time, I don't think I think James is weak and Guido is weak, but there are some strong men in the show.
Yeah.
I don't want to completely discredit the men.
Right, right.
You know, like Pote is one of my favorite characters. Epifanio is still like, as much as he can be very sneaky, he's very intelligent and
yeah.
very. So I do think that there are some really strong men in the show, but the
Yeah.
two leading men, like the boyfriends, love interests, whatever quote you want to give them,
Yeah.
are not.
I don't know if that's like a play on just how like the women characters are usually the weaker ones, so they wanted to switch
Maybe.
it up. That'd be great. If
That
you
would be
guys-
great if it's that way.
If any writers are in the chat and want to give us insight or tweet at us later, help us out with that
Glad I was never Team James. Oh, okay. That's fine.
one. Okay, just rub it in. Rub it in.
Thank you.
my friend. Rub it in. Oh my god, but it's true. We do see Epifanio being he is stronger because even though he is choosing to step back, he's doing that to better himself and his family.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
Yeah.
you know, I see it, but, you know, we do have some strong women, not just Camila
Yeah.
and Teresa. So we got Kellyanne now.
Girl.
She made one dumb mistake, but other than that, I still count her as a strong
Dumb
lady.
mistake?
That was
big
a huge mistake. That cost the whole episode.
I was trying to be nice, okay? I was trying to be nice.
Girl, you kill your husband. Number one, don't do that.
Take out cash.
Take out cash.
Hello.
Rule number one, if you're on the lam or if you've watched Law and Order enough,
Exactly.
There's enough shows
don't
for
use
you to
your
know.
card.
Just cut up all your cards. Don't use them. Get a fake one.
And did Teresa have a fake driver's license that someone made her?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, I was getting ready to say she is handing over that ID rather steadily.
Yeah, yeah.
No, that was definitely, those weren't her papers. And the fact, too, that she has, like, an accent and everything. I like that Kellyanne stepped in, though, and used, as I said earlier, I was like, she used her white privilege to help her sister out. Help her brown sister out. Look at that. Look at that. That's how you do it, people.
She did.
We
appreciate that. Thank you.
Use your privilege for better. Use it for better. But I like Kellyanne's character. That, you know, she used to be the damsel
I'm still
in
laughing
distress.
over that. I'm sorry.
I'm trying to be serious, Candice. I'm just kidding. We have fun on the show. But anyways,
Yes.
I lost my train of thought. Hold on.
I like that the cop looked in the back of the car and saw the Louis Vuitton and something else, and he's like, "It's okay, you can go." And I'm thinking,
Really?
because she has an expensive purse, you're gonna let her go? I need to get an expensive purse to keep in the back of my car.
Sorry, sir. I was rushing out. He's like, "Oh, you're good. You're fine."
I mean, they are driving a Beamer.
Yeah.
Driving a nice car.
Yeah. Well,
I don't know.
I don't know.
Who knows? Well, anyways.
Either way.
I mean, overall, I just, like I said, I got my thought back. I like that that Kellyanne is not just a damsel in distress. She's, we see her backstory. We see that she was blind to love. You know, she thought her and Cole were going to be the power couple, like she said, and he completely undermined her and used her as a trophy. And I was like, oh, that's kind of scary that could really happen. You never know who you're dealing
I think
with.
that happens a lot more than people actually admit up
Yeah.
to. I think that that's one of those that it's almost a stigma not to come forward. You know, like unless it's too late at that point, you know. I feel like there's a lot of women out there, or even men, that are in relationships like that just can't.
Yeah.
I mean, what are you going to do? Come forward against one of the most powerful people that's in your life?
I was really disappointed in her that she took a path and tried to escape that way. Because, like I said, the whole last episode, this episode, she was doing well. She was stepping up. And then for her to just kind of like try to go out that way, I'm like, girl, you've been doing so good so far.
Yeah.
You have Teresa on your side. There's nothing to worry about. Just keep doing what you're doing. And I'm glad she's not dead.
Yeah.
I'm just going to say that.
No, I'm glad too. It was a little bit of a weak spot for her character.
Yeah.
Her character storyline to see that happen. But you know, I like that Teresa told her to reassure her, like, everyone makes mistakes, but not everybody survives them.
Exactly.
I feel like Teresa is her. You know how Teresa has her like future queen pin self? I feel like that is what Teresa is to Kellyanne.
Yeah.
Like in her moments of weakness, she's like, no, like, shape back up. Come on, you got this. You can survive, and don't let men or these bad boyfriends and husbands bring you down. Which I was like, yes, girl.
Well, I mean, I did like that she made that connection of saying we both got here because of our men.
Yeah.
But no one questioned where he was. Did you notice that?
Where Widow was?
Where Cole is.
I thought...
No one is searching for him being dead.
Because nobody cares about him. Nobody liked him. I have not liked him since the beginning.
Well, no, but still, no one is trying to find him. I know, but they got rid of him.
Yeah.
Like, rid of him.
Yeah.
But, like, no one's questioning where he went, nothing. They just thought he ran away.
I guess, yeah. He's probably that boss that, like, everyone's like, oh, he's gone. They're throwing a party at the law office now. Like, changing the name. From...
Don't you think 5 weeks in, they're going to be like, he's, like, really gone?
Yeah.
Like, not coming back.
They'll think about it later. He's irrelevant. To me, I dislike him. I think Camila, like, girl, you could have done better. But now I'm being superficial.
The chat says Kelly's a
I don't like how they
liability.
trashed James' character. Don't like how we trashed him? I'm sorry.
Or the writer's trash.
We don't know. But either way, I apologize because I loved James too. I feel
too.
you.
I feel like
He's
they
just
could have
disappointing
been.
us.
They could have been a
agree.
power couple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with the Kelly is a liability though.
She is.
She is.
She is.
Because
Yep.
what you like, what
3
Ashley
votes.
was saying, you know, she did have that weak moment. We have seen her strong, but
She doesn't
what are
even
the
just-
odds she's not going to have a weak moment again?
Yeah. I was gonna say she doesn't know how to shoot a gun, but that's a lie.
I was like, let's backtrack a little bit there.
Last episode.
Why are we in the
great
current
shot.
situation? Oh my god.
Hopefully she'll
know.
get it together.
I think she will. I think she just needs a little bit of like encouragement. I mean, you just lost everything that you've known for the last however many years.
And it's not like she's ever done this or gone through this before. But lucky for her,
she doesn't seem like
has
a bad girl.
No.
Yeah,
Like, this is the first big mistake she's ever made in her life, and she's like, I did the worst one.
Yeah.
I took his life.
Nah,
She'll
be
learn.
fine. Yeah.
She'll fall in line.
We're like, yeah, she'll be fine.
There you go, guys.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And then we have, let's talk about Camila, because we did have a few scenes in there that were very, very important. So we had Camila and Isabella reunited again, which is always a great moment.
So good.
Take it away, take it away.
That's all I wanted.
Okay, that was it.
That was it.
Her 2 seconds. There was oh my gosh, let's see if I got the right. Oh, she tells Isabella, I let my ambition, this need, drive me away from the thing that was most important, you. I was like, oh, wow.
That's
I did
very
not.
honest.
That was very humbling of
Yeah.
her to do that. And I like that Isabella's the only one that can get her to reach that moment. Because hell no, she's not going to admit that to Epifanio. Like,
No.
And I don't know. It'll be interesting to see now that Camila and Isabella are kind of in good terms and see if she's going to train her up now that she's lost Teresa.
I love how soft she gets anytime she sees Isabella. The moment she walks in, it's just like this hard exterior. And it makes me think like how much of this is actually like her being a boss, but some of it is kind of an act of like an exterior of like trying to harden on purpose. Because you've gone through whatever you've gone through.
Yeah.
But like when you see her with her daughter and she just softens, you realize that there is like someone internally that's feeling, that's scared, that's worried, that's nervous.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's so used to wearing that Camila mask all the time. It almost seems like a relief when Isabella comes
of
around.
course.
It's like, okay, I can be myself, my
Breathe.
daughter, and kind of be human for a second.
Yeah.
And it only lasts for a second.
It
Because
literally
then she turns
lasts
into
for a
Mama Bear
second.
again.
Uh-huh.
It's like,
It's like time to get back to work.
I thought that was very big of Isabella as well, though.
Yeah.
Because she's going through a hard time being a teenager. And
Yeah.
it's hard for a teenager to own up and be like, I was wrong. And I'm just here to like tell you that I missed you and I loved you kind of thing.
And the fact that
So.
she said, oh, when do you get... Well, I mean, now she's not out. But,
Yeah.
she was willing to go there and wait for her mom and be there. Which is going to be interesting to see Isabella's character development in the next 2. I mean, we have 2 episodes left. But in the next 2 episodes, now that she knows her mom is not out yet, to be there with her and comfort her. So will she go back down her...
I feel like she's going to be pissed and have vengeance.
against
Yeah.
Teresa?
Yeah. Yep.
We're going to see the dark side. We saw the party girl side. Now
Yeah,
it's dark
she's
side.
ready to go.
Another queen in the making, maybe?
Ooh. We did, you know what we should do is go back to our first few episodes when we had Sandy on and talked about Isabella and see
We can probably get some clues out of that.
that, but also like our predictions to see how right we were with her character. Because her character has gone from like just being daughter to like such a transformation in such a beautiful arc throughout the last like 11 episodes.
Oh, yeah.
Even the last 4.
She's becoming more and more like her mother. And that strength and carrying that mask when she needs to also.
Yeah.
Dang, way to go, writers. That's
Right?
a big change.
That's a long journey right there.
That's amazing. And our lovely friend, we've got to talk about him, our favorite guy.
We're going to let you take this one because we know how much you love
Our
him.
favorite guy,
You
DEA,
love him.
Loya.
She doesn't like him.
Alonso Loya. I'm sure the actor's great, but this character, man.
You cannot handle him.
You know what, though? You know what? In my exact notes, I will read it to you all word for word. I said, okay, he's a bit smarter in this episode. That's what I said.
Just a bit.
That is
Just a
it.
little
Like,
bit.
I should screenshot that and I will post it. I'm not going to do that, but I would screenshot it and post it online to show you guys. Because I thought everything that he did, every move that he made was very strategic and very well-meaning.
Yes.
And there was no point in this episode where I was like, oh, you idiot. Like, what are you doing? Okay, maybe when he first walked into the house, I didn't know where he was going with his original plan, but everything that he did, even helping Teresa with her plan of like, okay, I'll throw a target and then you shoot at him. I saw a lot I saw a stronger character in Loya than I've seen in the past episodes, which I felt if you're going to be the opposing character to Teresa, you need to be up to her level.
Right.
Yeah.
Because like we said before, we can't have weak characters, weak villains, because then you're rooting for the good guy, but it's like, oh well, it was an easy fight. You want to see that tension, and you want to see. I recently heard the analogy of, you know how when you have two really good tennis players playing, the ball is going back and forth, rather than when one of them sucks and one of them's good, it's a pretty boring game to watch.
Yeah.
So the same thing, you want that with your characters. You want there to be like that pushback. So I saw a little bit of it. So if that's like predicting for season 3, if I don't know if Loya's lasting the next 2 episodes and jumping to the next season, but if that was a plan this whole time, I did say last time I would eat my words, and I'm not going to give in yet because I don't know where they're going with the next 2 episodes, but I want to say I'm slowly.
Well, he only
admitting
improved
defeat, maybe.
in 1 episode,
Yeah.
so I wouldn't get too excited.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not too excited. I'm just saying I am at the point where if I need to say sorry, I will say sorry. But as of now, I'm thinking about it.
You know what is weird though? This is the first time I've watched a show where in real life, we would be rooting for Loya, right? Real life.
Yeah.
We're going to be on that side. And most shows you would be on that side. This is the first time where I'm like, no, you need to be dumb. You shouldn't do this. You shouldn't catch her. Let her run away. But, like, I don't know. This is the first time I'm rooting against him.
Yeah.
Against the quote-unquote good. But, I mean, I agree with the whole analogy with, like, the tennis match. Because, like, it doesn't make for interesting arguments or, like, the tension moments at all if you don't have that.
Yeah, and this whole episode was packed with a lot of tension, a lot of action that, I mean, our notes are very few, but, like, our reactions were great the entire time, just watching everything take place. Let's jump in the chat one more time. We have, y'all really hate James.
I think we went past it, but there was one point where it said, I hate that they made James a yes man. I agree with that. James is a loyal soldier. Hate how the writer is making him look. He's going to work for Teresa. He seems to like her too much for her to be a criminal. Are we talking with Stephanie? Are you talking about Loya, or are we talking about James here? And I gotta hope he does. I don't know who.
I don't think that Loya will become a criminal. I think he's gonna be more of.
He's gonna be more lenient.
Yeah,
just like
more
he didn't
lenient.
have to let her go.
And she didn't have to give him literally the cat and mouse to get Camila.
Yeah.
That was her like main.
Yeah,
like,
and I
security.
think if he uses his street smarts a little bit, if he has any, I think that will get him further with Teresa. You know what I mean? Like, kind of, even though she's the bad guy in his eyes, if you work with her a little bit, look what you're gonna get.
Yeah, because you're never gonna get rid of the cartel.
Exactly.
You just have to find a compromise.
Yeah.
Right.
So if he's smart and he does this, then he'll know what to do. Oh, and Stephanie said she was talking about Loya. She said,
Oh, got it. Spell check. You're all good, girl. I was just like, I don't know which person she's talking about. We're jumping around with characters. I don't know.
We are. But, so fingers crossed for Loya. Hopefully I'm wrong. Hopefully we're wrong.
I have no real strong opinion about him, to be honest with you. He's not a favorite character of mine. I don't like him. I don't dislike him. He's just kind of like a...
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost like him and James have a very similar demeanor, if you think about it, is that they're both trying so hard to prove themselves.
Yeah.
Because one boss, did he actually pass, or did he just like get injured and was like out of commission? The DE agent that got shot by James a couple episodes ago. Did we ever find out if he got killed?
I think he died.
He did die?
Yeah, he's gone.
I couldn't remember whether he actually died or just got like...
No, he's dead.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like now you're trying to fill in some shoes that you can't fill in because he has 30-something years on you of working in the DEA.
Yeah.
And then like James is trying to like prove himself to Camila while she's gone. So both of them are trying to be like, ooh, look at me. I'm going to fill up my like check
quota,
marks and my quota of what I'm supposed to do. So maybe that's why I'm kind of like... I'm more focused on James than I am on Loya.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
they're very similar.
It does, talking about, I know we talked about James a lot, even though he wasn't really in this episode, but I felt like his actions were very significant in this episode, even the way that he had the chip in Tony's game, which makes me think, was that planted there to get at Teresa, or was that something that back when we were still rooting for James, he had planted in Tony's game to protect Tony if they ever needed to find him?
I think it was a win-win for both.
Yeah.
For him, at least.
Yeah.
You know,
Like
it could
he
go
could
either
use
way.
it for either way, yeah. Ooh, but he definitely lost Teresa's trust for sure. It's gone
it's done.
forever. Never again.
Plus, with those previews,
Oh my gosh, yeah, are you guys ready to jump into, let's jump into predictions.
Okay.
yeah.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV prediction.
Oh, I like that
We got
eyebrow
the
raise.
full-
Hey.
I'm pro at that one. I'm just gonna go off of actually this last comment that I'm seeing. We have Tektro saying, now Teresa has a lawyer for her empire with Kellyanne, which is true. I think, and my only prediction, we're gonna see the empire. We're gonna see Teresa rise to the biggest, like the quickest we have seen her rise. And I think maybe it's all coming to me now. I think maybe that's why all the opposing characters are weak right now, because it's the end of the season. We need to see this character rise as quickly as possible to set up for the next episodes, and then maybe in next season's episodes they'll get a little stronger, hopefully.
Yeah.
So I guess that's my very short but long prediction.
Yeah. And to go off of that too, I feel like we're missing a lot of very crucial, very strong characters from this episode. So as much as we are seeing a lot of like weak choices from the other characters that are opposing Teresa, I think that it's going to counterbalance when we get Epifanio back, and we get the Colonel back, and we get Boaz back, and all of the other stuff that's going on down in Mexico with that cartel and that whole war that's about to ensue down there.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see a lot more. And especially with Camila now being like detained, even in those previews with her actually with Teresa shooting at James. No, he shot at her.
He did.
He shot at her. So I mean, there is no love and war in this at all.
No.
I my only prediction is like it's gonna get really messy very quickly, and that the queen is gonna rise rather quickly. However, I don't think too fast, because I feel like we would jump to the end a little too fast. I feel like she's still going to have some roadblocks ahead of her. But, I mean, we do know she's going after the product that is rightfully hers.
It is hers.
That she earned.
And
she
Santo
got.
gave that to her. It's under her name.
Exactly. And Santo's on her side. So I wonder if he'll be brought back in at any time.
That'll be cool to see.
That would be really cool to see. But she's going to try and get the product back. And she's got a whole team of people that she has such a good intuition for good people.
Yeah.
That I think she has genuinely built up her team of strong individuals that have not always gotten a fair shake, but are genuinely like out for the right and are going to be loyal and by her side. So I'm excited to see where that goes. That's my only prediction.
That's a good one.
I don't really have a prediction, but all I know is I'm ready to see James get his butt kicked
Yeah.
by Teresa, and I'm just ready to see her take what's hers. And yeah, I'm just ready for the action-packed rest of the season.
Yeah.
We're ready.
We're going in the home stretch. It's going to be crazy. 2
Yes.
episodes.
We got guest stars. We have Snow the Product back on again as Lo Traviesa.
Yes.
She's in it again. And we actually will be joined. And we promise we will be joined.
Yes,
I know we had
we
some
will work
setbacks
out.
last time. Don't worry, he's still coming on the show later. But we have Snow the Product joining us here in studio, talking about her character, her music. It's gonna be great, guys. If you want to listen to her right now, while you're waiting, prepping for the interview, go ahead and go on Spotify and check her out. She's got great stuff. She's on the Hamilton mixtape, Immigrants. That Immigrants We Get the Job Done song. She's in it. She throws down.
That just made me really excited.
Yeah, no,
I didn't know that.
Yeah, she throws down, and she
Yay.
knows Riz Ahmed, and I love him. Anyways, I am off script here, but we will have a special guest with us, guys. So tune in. Go ahead and tweet at us with questions that you have throughout until next week. And you can do that by following me, Leslie Ambriz, on Twitter and Instagram at In Less Than No Time. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Share this with your friends and listen to us while you're driving along in traffic, going to work or school or whatever it is that you do. And where can they find you ladies at?
Yeah, you guys will be entertained with those podcasts. But thanks again for joining us, guys. My name is Candice Cruz, and you can find me on all my social media at Candice R. Cruz.
And I'm Ashley Allan, and you can find me on all social media at Ashley Reed Allan.
Hey, and that's it, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Bye.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.